Only the religion's leaders during medieval time knew the dual language behind the damn biblical doctrines. So when you read a certain story about a god, for example, like Zeus, who had control of electricity, you don't know that when the god Zeus was created, man started learning how to create electricity. The gods are embodiments and personifications of the scientific innovations that change our world. Let me ask y'all something real quick. What does a god do to the world? Last time I checked, a god was a god because not only did it create the world, it's the one that changes the world too. Whose job is it to change the world but God? Don't you know humans that change the world are called gods in the flesh? Because the act of changing the world is a God-like act. So what am I telling you? Your scientists are your modern gods responsible, or let me say they plan God to change our world. And don't you know that the most advanced technological innovations in today's world is based around transitioning consciousness, which is one of the signature attributes of God. One of the signature attributes of God was God's ability to take the physical human's non-physical soul from their body and place it into a non-physical world that we call heaven today. Now, when I tell you the scientists have created synthetic universes that can upload your consciousness into a virtual reality, then that would be the same thing Jesus said he promised you. Jesus said, I'm going to take your consciousness out your body, and me and you going to go live out our life in heaven where you can't get sick again. Ain't no wars up there. And you know what scientists are saying? That in the next 100 years, the kind of war and pandemic that's going to be on the earth, we're going to require radical innovations in science. And one of the most radical innovations is basically for humans to live out their real existence in a vegetable-like state, while their consciousness is living a life in a simulated universe. Don't you know if humans have to wear a mask on their face for the next 100 years, we'll adapt genetically to alter the way we breathe and even the way our face look from the nose down? This is not evolution, this is adaptation. This don't happen because Mother Nature is fucking with our DNA. It happens because man is. Nature ain't gotta alter the DNA she made because she don't make no goddamn mistakes. And if I build a goddamn house that I'm pleased with, I ain't got to touch it no more. To say nature got to reshape and re-evolve the DNA is to say nature saying, oh, I messed up, let me correct myself, which is blasphemy. Only thing gotta correct itself is man, as he attempt to play God and play Mother Nature. And as he mess up and make mistakes, he tell you God made a mistake. God gotta fix this disease that God brought on the earth when it came from a laboratory, from someone trying to play God. The God of the Bible was a scientist. He was a medieval scientist. Don't you know that the Pharisees and Sadducees wore white motherfucking doctor robes like the doctors and the scientists today? Oh, people, you got to understand why I talk with this kind of passion. I'm trying to wake you up and not sound crazy. Listen to me, ain't nothing changed. You in the dark ages. And it started with the 7,000 years ago, and we're just ending it. The biggest trick on earth, they told you in history we left the dark ages. We're just now leaving the dark ages, y'all. Right now, we should have went by what the Mayan calendar said and not what the Gregorian calendar said. Don't you know that these bastards created leap year to fool you like we left the goddamn dark age?